All right, Panther fans. So, final preseason game last night. Panthers lose 4-2. My apologies for not getting the recap out until this morning. Karen and I ate dinner together while I was watching the game, and within like 20 minutes, we were both nauseous and had bad headaches. I gutted it out as long as I could until like about 5 minutes after the game, and I was like, "That's it. I'm going to bed." And we're fine this morning, but I don't know what the hell we ate, but we're okay now. So what did we see? Well, let's see. It was 4-2. It was a Bubba 4-goal ski night. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It wasn't like he was bad, but look, Bob is one of those goalies, and it is what it is. He's one of those guys. When he's not on completely, he's given up 4 or 5 goals. I'm not sitting there saying they were all his fault. There was one shorthanded goal that was one of the worst goals I've seen given up in a while. We were on the power play. Rodriguez comes into the zone. He tries a cross-ice pass. He was all the way over to the left. He tries a cross-ice pass. I forget who it was for Tampa that intercepts it, and off they go. So Rodriguez is chasing him, and Mike Riley was already back. I forget who it was that had the puck for Tampa Bay, but he basically, Mike Riley's defense was this. It was that was like that, right? He totally looked like Mike Matheson, and then Rodriguez was coming behind, and basically it was like a circus between Riley and Rodriguez, and neither one of them could figure out how to put their stick on the puck. And the Tampa Bay player just blasted it by Bubba, who probably wasn't expecting a shot at that point. It was preseason, but it was bad. It was bad. Like, it was so bad. Karen's sitting there with her headphones on, and when the goal scored, I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" She's like, "What?" I'm like, "It's just a goal. It's fine." But it was bad. So Semeskovich didn't. Did Semeskovich? Yeah, Semeskovich did not play. Or did he play? You know what? I don't remember because we had so many changes. No, he did not play. He sat. Bennett is out for at least 2 weeks, right? So he's going to miss the start of the season. He's in a walking boot. So the point I'm trying to make is the Luosterainen, Tkachuk, Cousins line. Luosterainen played for Bennett. And I'm going to say something here that's going to ruffle a couple of feathers, but how can I put this? Let's put this in a positive way. Luosterainen and Tkachuk got chemistry. The one goal was Tkachuk behind the net because we got 2 goals. One was a Ryan Lomberg shorthanded goal, who had that on their bingo card. But the first goal was Tkachuk behind the net with a ridiculous pass to Luosterainen, who just like flicks it into the net, and the puck went in. It was 1-1 at that point, I think. I'm not saying I don't want Sam Bennett back. Don't get me wrong. But if something should happen to Sam Bennett long term, I'm not even going to blink, because Luosterainen is just continuing to get better and better and better. And at this point, especially, look, I love Sam Bennett, don't get me wrong, but Bennett and Tkachuk are kind of similar-esque players. I actually think Luosterainen would be better. Luosterainen and Tkachuk, I think, would almost be better than Bennett Tkachuk, because they're different kind of players. They can probably play off of each other. There was multiple other chances that they had where Tkachuk was passing to Luosterainen. Though I know it's not going to happen. But the point is that if we got the news that Bennett was out for 2 months, I'd be like, we're good. We're fine. Barkov, Luosterainen, Lundell. We're good. We're good. So that's really the point I'm making. So Cousins looked good on that line. I think it must have been Sourdiff next to Lundell, because I'm pretty sure I don't remember hearing Semeskovich's name, and I remember them saying he wasn't going to play, so I'm pretty sure he didn't play. You know, the preseason games, you know, it takes you the first period to figure out who's with who and everything like that. The Rodriguez thing on the power play with the bad pass, it's going to happen. It was bad, though. It was bad. He's been really good all the way up to this point, so I'm not really concerned. I'm still not a fan of Fitzgerald. I don't know what And I'm going to promise you guys that if we're able to get Randy Moeller on the show before the season starts, I'm going to ask him. I'll be nice about it, but I'm going to ask him what he thinks the team sees in Fitzgerald over Kierstead, Carlson, because he just gets walked and beat and walked. I don't understand why that kid. Belinsky's, that's the other guy I want to talk about. Because, oh yeah, by the way, I love you, Josh Mahura. I love you so much, I have to say to you, stop blocking shots in the preseason. What are you trying to do to us, right? We're already out Ekblad and Montour, and it's like the middle of the second period, and Mahura goes down to block a shot on purpose. He was out the rest of the second period and about 5 minutes of the third, and we thought he wasn't coming back. He looked fine when he came back, but Toradol is a strong drug, so who knows? Hopefully he's fine, but don't block shots in the preseason, kid. Come on, dude. You have established yourself as an NHL defenseman. You don't need to do that, all right? But this guy Belinsky's, I said it in the last recap, I'll say it again. Let's see. Forsling, Larson, Mikkola, Mahura, either Mikkola Mahura or Mikkola Belinsky's. Belinsky's needs to be in the top 6 to start the season, and Fitzgerald needs to be 70. Please, just everybody put your juju to that, because as much as I don't like Fitzgerald, this guy Belinsky's looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, he looks like another Bill Zito special. We're like, who, what? And then you see him on the ice, and like, how is this guy a free agent? How has he not, made it so far? So I like that guy. I hopefully, please, I don't want to go to Twitter and be like, the Panthers have waived Belinsky's, because I don't be pissed about that. Because then at that point, it's clear Fitzgerald's got naked pictures of somebody, because I don't know what we see in him. The rest of the way, the fourth line looked good. We looked okay, right? It's preseason. Nobody's hitting, right? When Tkachuk goes behind the net, nobody's going back there to cover him. They're just kind of letting him do his thing. So, it's preseason. I see a lot of guys, if you watch after the puck and preseason is over, but when you watch preseason hockey, when you watch the puck leave, like if two guys go towards the boards and you see the puck go away from those two guys, you will watch the two guys try to not hit each other. Instead of finishing checks, they're trying to avoid each other. So it's a completely different game, and it is what it is. So, look, the thing with Bennett, it's a little bit concerning. Excuse me. It's a little bit concerning because how many times did he get dinged last year? And then he was kind of dinged to start training camp. And Maurice had said before training camp, Saucy's trying to cop a feel over here. Maurice had said Bennett was in a walking boot before training camp, and then he was okay. And Maurice is saying this is a different injury. So what's going on with Sam Bennett? He's a young guy, so I don't know. It's a bit concerning. It's a little bit unnerving, but if we had to go with Luosterainen up there, I'd be fine with that. We're good to go there. The assumption is, which by the way, with Semeskovich not playing, basically Maurice had said he kind of he ran Semeskovich into the ground, so he was kind of give him a night off. Sourdev looks good. I think Sourdev will be probably sent back to the AHL, unless, he might not immediately because with Sam Bennett being out, so we'll see. But Sourdev looks like he could possibly be completely ready to go by next season. He looks like he could go out there. Like Danisenko last year didn't really hurt us. He didn't help us, didn't really hurt us. So I think you could kind of see Sourdev come back and forth a little bit this year. And then next year, he might have a chance to make the team depending on, free agents and Sam Reinhart and all of that. So the other thing is I saw an article, boy, this poor kid Connor Bedard. This is off topic, but I had made a video about this when he made that play where he almost scored and everybody blew that up. And I said, are we going to blow everything up with this kid? Like even his bad stuff. He's 18. I know he can handle the pressure and all that. He's still 18. And I got a notification this morning for an article where the people in Chicago were kind of panicking a little bit because he wasn't in the starting lineup for the last preseason game for the Blackhawks, or at least he wasn't supposed to be. And they were saying, well, is it because he showboated with Fleury? Did he get hurt? And it's like, he's 18. Maybe he's out for the same reason Semeskovich was out, was a young player. They kind of wore him out during camp. He's had a lot of attention, a lot of energy expenditure. Maybe they just gave him a night off. I hope the kid doesn't get ruined, because the attention being put on him, it's one thing if you're just going to give attention to the good stuff. But now the thing with the Fleury kind of blew up a little bit on him. And then now people were kind of worried, oh my God, why is he not in the game? It's like, let this kid breathe, people. Jesus. So even though it would get views, I probably, unless he does something really, really exceptional, won't be making any Connor Bedard videos, because I don't want to contribute to that. I've seen it in football a lot, where young guys come, and in hockey somewhat. But man, let the kid breathe. Let the kid breathe. We need real games. And that's it. Short and sweet. I wouldn't worry about the fact that we lost this game. We haven't seen we saw our team, we saw our Panthers like the first period of game one. They went out there, they proved to themselves that all the chemistry and everything was still there, and since then they've just kind of been in the back smoking the doobie, waiting for the season to start. So I feel good. All right, Dolphin game. Kyle and I will be streaming a little bit later. Hopefully the Dolphins will take a knee if they have a 3-point lead with 20-something seconds left. I mean, I grew up being a Hurricanes fan. I'm going to do something on Flying Fluffy Football with that as soon as I leave this room. So we'll be streaming the Dolphin game on Flying Fluffy Football. And first game is Thursday. I'm going to have a season preview out. I'll probably do an NHL season preview. We should have either Randy and Billy, or Randy or Billy, depending on how that goes. That's it. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, on the Members Only podcast. $3 a month podcast every day, Monday through Friday. Links are in the description. I'll see you then.